We're here with the Ride Orange program, debuting the new 1190 Adventure. Today we're at Wilson's here in Fresno. With the Adventure, we released this motorcycle in Europe last year, and we're doing a tour to let people around the United States ride the bike. The reason we do these demo events is we think the best way for a person to learn about a motorcycle and see if it's really the motorcycle for them is to ride the motorcycle. The new 2014 Adventure has a lot of new features from our old motorcycle. The main thing here is it has a new modern electronic package. So it has ABS, it has traction control, has a whole host of modern electronics to really put this bike up in the premium adventure segment. Main features on this motorcycle that puts it ahead of the competition is first of all weight. Weighs 467 pounds, so it's the lightest weight adventure bike. Holding 6 gallons of gas gets you about 300 miles of fuel range.
This bike is the best bike on the market right now. It's going to accelerate, brake, handle. This bike will go anywhere, do anything you want to do. If you want to ride to Alaska, or if you want to ride to the grocery store. I've been on a lot of similar bikes. This bike, handling is very neutral. Braking, suspension set up right out of the box. I haven't done anything to set it up for myself. Standard model has fully adjustable, electronic adjustable suspension. So it's a little different, but it also is more of a street-oriented bike. It has a 19-inch front wheel, 17-inch rear wheel. This one has Brembo brakes, front and rear. It has radial-mounted front brakes, and then the smaller standard rear brake. It has WP Suspension, which is a company that's owned and developed by KTM, so they do their own suspension in-house. All top-of-the-line products. This bike is a high-end bike. It's a high-end model, but at a great price rate. The engine's 1190cc motor. It's a V-twin motor. You're going to feel that engine braking capabilities, but the motor's smooth. I felt no vibration, which is different than the old 990. You used to vibrate a little bit. The closest competition, this bike seems like it's really kind of driven to compete against the Ducati Multistrada and the BMW GS. In my opinion, this is a better off-road bike. I've ridden both those bikes.
That was a blast. That bike had so much power and zip, and the suspension was really tight. Changing it to sport mode seemed to tighten up the snap of the throttle a lot. And I thought I was on a street bike, sport bike the whole time, and couldn't believe that thing would handle going off-road as well as KTM's do. So I can't think of a better bike I've been on. It definitely gives the Super Tenere a run for its money. The BMW 1200 GS definitely kicks its ass, so I'm thoroughly impressed. I was not expecting such a responsive on the touring, on the street, and then to get in the twisties. Controls was pretty nice. It was great to be able to change between sport and street and rain and off-road right on the bike, right on the road. Traction control kicked in a few times. That was nice to see that. Seating position for me, I'm 6'1". I've got fairly long arms. The only thing I would have changed was to put a little riser on it, on the handlebars, get them back about a half an inch. Once we got into the twisties and the hills, leaning forward, it was perfect. It's a more aggressive ride. The seat was good on my tailbone. I didn't have any pressure point on my tailbone, so that didn't wear like some other touring seats, harder seats do.
really impressed with the bike. All around, just very superb handling. We took it up on some canyon roads up in the mountains, and the thing almost cornered like a sport bike. The power delivery was really smooth throughout all the gears. Also, the brakes and suspension were really nice. Everything was easily adaptable. The computer, the technology in there allowed the bike to, I guess the traction control would kick in and you could just feel it with the throttle. You know, it just allowed you to come out of corners with confidence. Braking was smooth as butter. The front brakes, man, I had a lot of trust in the front brakes. There was a couple times we got into some tight corners, coming in from some high speeds, and the brakes were perfect. You know, no fading. I'm 6 foot, 6'2", and I felt a little crunched on the foot pegs. My legs felt a little crunched in, but apparently you could actually raise the seat level, the handlebar situation. I felt comfortable the entire time. I didn't have any strain on my wrists or my back. It was a really comfortable ride. You know, after riding, that's the first KTM motorcycle I've ever ridden, and just hopping after that machine, I would definitely be looking at picking one up in the future.
This 1190 Adventure is the bike to be on, absolutely, without a doubt.